and the committee at its 33rd session and 35th session encouraged the states parties of Germany and the Netherlands to work with Denmark to consider the potential of nominating a further extension to include the Danish Wadden Sea. The current nomination responds to these recommendations. Next slide, please. This proposed extension reaffirms and strengthens the existing justification for inscription of the Wadden Sea under criteria that I've mentioned, and the Wadden Sea remains and is demonstrated by this nomination as a depositional coastline of unparalleled scale and diversity, distinctive in being almost entirely a tidal flattened barrier system with only minor riverine influences, and an outstanding example of large-scale development of coastal systems. Next slide, please. The Wadden Sea includes some of the last remaining natural large-scale intertidal ecosystems where natural processes continue to function largely undisturbed. There are a multitude of transitional zones between land, sea and freshwater that are the basis for the species richness of the property. Next slide, please. This property is a key site for migratory birds, and its ecosystems sustain wildlife populations well beyond its borders. It is an essential stopover that enables the functioning of the East Atlantic and the African-Eurasian migratory bird flyways, and up to 6.1 million birds can be present at the same time, and an average of 10 to 12 million each year pass through this place. Next slide, please. The boundaries of the extended property include all of the habitats, features and processes that characterise the Wadden Sea. This area includes all of the Wadden Sea ecosystems and is of sufficient size to protect its key features. Both the German and Danish extensions are well embedded within the overall trilateral protection and management system that has been agreed by the three states parties. Next slide, please. The Wadden Sea is surrounded by a significant human population and subject to consequent pressures. Key threats include fisheries activities, maintenance of harbours, industrial activities, oil and wind farms, marine traffic, residential and tourism development. All of these will need careful and ongoing management. Based on the joint declaration for the protection of the Wadden Sea, the cooperation of the Netherlands, Germany and Denmark provides a model system of transboundary management and which fully incorporates the existing World Heritage property and the proposed extension. We think this is a model of effective transboundary cooperation and a particularly commendable use of the World Heritage Convention to underpin that cooperation within the framework provided by this convention. So to conclude, in the last slide, IUCN considers that this extension meets all of the requirements for inclusion on the World Heritage List under 3 natural criteria, and the draft decision is at page 15 of the English and page 16 of the French versions of the document. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. Mr. Rapporteur, have you received... Germany, would you like the floor?
I beg your indulgence, Madam Chair. I would like to make one technical comment and one request to the committee. First, map 2 of the evaluation report, page 52, is not the correct one as revised in the supplementary information. The physical attributes of the property included in section 4 of document 14/38.com/8b are, however, the correct ones. The IUCN has been informed accordingly and, as I understand, consents that, assuming the positive decision of the committee, the map has to be adjusted in the formal information as recorded by the World Heritage Center. Furthermore, Germany wishes to make one remark on the draft decision. The request number 8 to the state parties to submit a joint report on the state of conservation of the property by 1st February 2016 is a tight schedule and only 1.5 years after the assumed approval of the extension. I would therefore kindly ask the committee to postpone the submission of the report by 1 year. This means till 1st February 2017.
No, December.
Oh, sorry. According to the new schedule, 1st December 2016. This would allow us to include information from the quality status report on the Wadden Sea that is anticipated to be available in 2016. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Germany. Are there any objections to the proposal made by Germany? With that being said, Mr. Rapporteur, have you received any amendments with regards to the draft decision?
Thank you, Madam Chair. We have received no amendment, just this clarification in the paragraph number 8 as requested by Germany and not objected by any committee member. So you can proceed for the adoption. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. There are no more comments or objections. I now declare decision 38.8b.13 adopted as amended. Let me congratulate the Denmark, Germany, and Netherlands on behalf of the entire committee for the inscription of this property. Representatives of the three states, in no particular order, you have the floor. Denmark, you may speak.
How do we do it? This is how it works. Madam Chair, honored members of the committee, on behalf of the state parties of Denmark, Germany, and the Netherlands, I'm delighted to express our gratitude to the committee for approving the Danish extension to the Wadden World Heritage Site. By your decision today, the whole Wadden Sea is now inscribed in the World Heritage List. It has been a long and exciting journey. While traveling, we have learned much and gained many companions. It is because of the passion of people from all walks of life, together with your invaluable help and continued support, that we have finally achieved this goal. Madam Chair, the journey will continue. Since the inscription of the Dutch-German Wadden Sea on the list in 2009, stakeholders and communities have embraced the World Heritage status. They are proud to be part of this unique, globally important endeavor. They have engaged in its protection because they recognize that only if they contribute to its effective conservation, communicate and raise awareness of this natural wonder, it will be a credible mission, and they and future generations will benefit from its beauty and its riches. Our World Heritage is now complete, and we will take this new opportunity to strengthen our cooperation and maintain and enhance the outstanding universal value of the whole of the Wadden Sea. Madam Chair, distinguished committee, colleagues and friends, the Wadden Sea is a magical place, a place where heaven and earth share the same stage, a place full of experiences and stories. Come and visit and help us to protect this natural wonder. Welcome to the Wadden Sea World Heritage Site. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay.
Are the Netherlands here?
Thank you.
Yes, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Since this extension was nominated by Denmark and Germany, we will not take any more of your time by speaking too long. We thank the committee for inscribing this extension on the World Heritage List, and we congratulate the State Party of Denmark with this marvelous result, which in fact is a result of a very good transboundary cooperation in the last years. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Germany, would you like the floor? They're too busy, so we'll move on. Once again, I'd like to congratulate the state members who have had an inscription today or an extension. We managed to go through 9 sites this morning, of which 6 were inscribed and 3 we had 3 extensions. With that being said, I think we have come to a conclusion to our morning sessions. This morning, in the afternoon, we will begin with 7A to close 7A, and then we will continue with 8B to close 8B. And then we will go through, the schedule of the normal agenda to catch up a little bit. But with that being said, I'll pass on to the Secretariat in case I have any announcements to make. Petty, do you have any announcements? Petty.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, I do have announcements, not so many as the previous days. There are actually 3 events. The African group is meeting from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. in room number 239241. I'd also like to announce further to the request of several delegations that the drafting group on draft decision 9C will continue its work today from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. In room number 104. That is the bureau room, and I have been requested to ask those committee members, representatives that would like to join, that the meeting would start immediately after the end of the session. A side event by the advisory bodies. In the advisory body space, room 232, from 2 to 3, you'd be able to learn everything you've always wanted to know about the advisory bodies. These are the announcements for this morning, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. With that being said, congratulations again, and thank you very much for your efficiency this morning. Enjoy your lunch, and we'll see you at 3 o'clock. Thank you very much.